what's up everybody, it's your boy Proctroff and we're reacting to this entire story of Ben 10 Illustrated. I could not find part 5 on its own, so I just found it in the video of the whole thing. Anyway, we're gonna be doing this video and then I'm gonna be reacting to the death battle. They have Ben 10 versus the Green Lantern. Okay, let's check it out.
The trio slumps back into the usual hero time charade until Gwen reveals that she is accepting a scholarship to go to college early, and Kevin is leaving with her, breaking up the Alien Force team. Max said,
"Yo, Kevin, what the fuck, bro? Bros before hoes, my guy."
Early, and Kevin is leaving with her, breaking up the Alien Force team. Max sends a freshly graduated Plumber Academy student, Rook Blanco, to be Ben's new partner, and the two slowly begin working out their differences, fighting crime in the underground city known as Undertown, formed from the alien camps that helped rebuild Bellwood back in 2007. They come across a drifting spaceship rumored to be owned by the Contumalia, the creators of the universe, and on board is their Annihilarg, which can both create and destroy universes. In a ragtag fight for the Annihilarg against other foes, the device is accidentally activated, eradicating everyone and everything in the universe except for Ben, who protects himself as Alien X. Finally starting to master his power, Ben uses Alien X to create a new universe to replace his old one, although it is not an exact duplicate.
Whoa, bro, you can't just fucking do that shit. You can't just fucking destroy the universe, recreate it in like 10 seconds and just continue going like nothing fucking happened. Jesus, give me some time to assimilate that shit.
He's starting to master his power. Ben uses Alien X to create a new universe to replace his old one, although it is not an exact duplicate, and so far, no one aside from Ben believes this actually happened. After 5 years, Malware finally continues his pursuit against Azimuth. Kyber is sent to hunt down and capture Ben with his beast, now armed with the DNA of predators of Ben's respective aliens through the completed Nematrix. Combating species who were naturally born to fight Ben's aliens against a skilled huntsman strengthens the bond.
Okay, at this point, does he not have like fucking 20 million aliens? Like, he got all the aliens from Ben 10,000, right? And that's like 10,000 aliens at least. So how can you have counters for over 10,000 things?
Between Ben and Rook, becoming true partners. But even with their teamwork, Malware has successfully upgraded himself enough to launch an attack on Galvan Mark II. They begin by destroying their moon, Galvan B, disabling all of the mechamorphs present. Malware then continues to evolve himself using Galvan Mark II's resources and transforms into a giant. Ben struggles to defeat Giant Malware and gets absorbed into him, and has an existential realization with his younger self. This revelation restores Ben's old transformation feedback into his new Omnitrix, and becomes the catalyst that puts an end to Malware once and for all. The adventures of Rook and Ben continue as they save the planet from the incursion invasion, prevent Albedo from permanently stealing the brain of Azimuth, and liberate the Anur system from the evil clutches of Lord Transil. Paradox returns once more with a warning that the entire multiverse is at stake, as Eon and Vilgax have teamed up and have been time traveling together for years.
Okay, at one point do you just say Vilgax is a cunt and blow his brains out? At what point do you say this? Is this like the fucking 10th time he's tried to take over the world or destroy it? Like, at some point you just gotta be like, fucking turn into big alien that can create and destroy universe. And Thanos that bitch.
Putting together an army of evil Ben Tennysons for a war. The battle will take place in an alternate universe, where one of the Bens never found the Omnitrix, because the Omnitrix never even existed here. That universe is then targeted by the evil Bens, only for Ben Prime to swoop in and save him. Ben and Paradox fight alongside Ben 23, Gwen 10, and Ben 10K, another version of Ben's future that has the power to fuse his transformations together to protect No Watch Ben from Vilgax and Eon's army. The battle's true purpose was a distraction, allowing Vilgax to activate his Chronosapien time bomb and erase every single universe and timeline from existence. All except for No Watch Ben, who Ben Prime bequeaths his Omnitrix to seconds before being erased himself. Paradox takes this Ben on a journey to restore the timeline, revealing that it was those two that manipulated the events of Ben Prime's timeline for Ben Prime to receive the Omnitrix in the first place. No Watch Ben also helps Paradox collect the good Bens for battle, but is left behind when the war starts again. No Watch Ben re-enters his universe shortly after the time bomb went off, but now has a better understanding of the Omnitrix and the responsibilities of a hero. Using clockwork, he reverses the effects of the time bomb and restores the multiverse. No Watch Ben returns the Omnitrix to Ben Prime, and the good Bens effortlessly defeat Vilgax together.
And they kill him. And they kill him? No, maybe just a little bit, just a little decapitation.
In Ben Prime's dimension, Ben is put on trial by the Celestial Sapiens for illegally recreating his universe as Alien X, which...
Let's just... illegally recreating the universe. Just pass that sentence in your head a couple of times. Laws for creating the universe. Y'all serious? Shouldn't there be laws against destroying the universe then? Why y'all let that shit happen? Bitches.
The good Bens effortlessly defeat Vilgax together. Back in Ben Prime's dimension, Ben is put on trial by the Celestial Sapiens for illegally recreating his universe as Alien X, which violates the Multiversal Preservation Act. The court eventually rules Ben guilty, but by using the Tetraman Trial of Combat, agrees to fight another Celestial Sapien for his own freedom. It is during this battle that Ben finally gains full control of Alien X and defeats the Galactic Gladiator, clearing his name. With the entire universe now aware of what Ben has done, Cervantes finally returns after realizing that the dangerous threat known as Ben Tennyson has put the Omnitrix back on. He restores Kevin's childhood memories of being the Rooters' main assassin, prompting Kevin to do the same to everyone.
This guy, it took me like a second to remember who the fuck this guy is.
Threat known as Ben Tennyson has put the Omnitrix back on. He restores Kevin's childhood memories of being the Rooters' main assassin, prompting Kevin to do the same to everyone else who had lost their memories. A charade of events lead to Ben, Gwen, Argit, Rook, Kevin, Alan, Helen, and Manny.
Yo, why does Gwen now look like she should be starring one of those 18 and ready to fuck videos? Y'all know what I mean? Those fucking porn videos. I mean,
all in the Rooters' headquarters located in the Null Void. Cervantes physically takes control of the Amalgam Kids, but is unable to do so to Kevin, who he instead corrupts by taunting him about Ben ruining his childhood and imprisoning him. Kevin seemingly turns on the team and joins Cervantes. A fight breaks out between them, leaving Kevin permanently scarred on his chin. Kevin surprises everyone by revealing that ever since his last mutated incident, he has gained control over his powers and was faking insanity the entire time to get close to Cervantes to destroy his connection to the other Amalgam Kids, leading to his defeat, demotion, and strands him in the Null Void. The Time War is now set into motion as enemies from the future, Subdora and Exoskull, are tasked with collecting all the pieces of Maltruant scattered across the multiverse to become whole again. Lots of time-traveling events lead to Ben and Rook teaming up with Ben's future son, Kenny, and Skurd, a slime biot that found his way onto Ben's Omnitrix and can form special weapons and tools based on Omnitrix DNA.
Son from whom? Who did he bank?
Ben's Omnitrix and can form special weapons and tools based on Omnitrix DNA. Cool. Their goal is to prevent Maltruant from succeeding, but this journey follows Ben all the way to adulthood. Now 36 years old, Ben is fighting to stop Maltruant from building his own corrupted Annihilarg.
Okay. At one point does he not just become Alien X and slap that bitch? Like, I am a little confused on the one, when can he use that? He created the universe. Doesn't that mean he's like, bruh, why is he having trouble with this? Did they nerf him somehow?
And travel back to the beginning of time to remake his universe in his image. As a gift from Paradox and Ben 10K, Ben and Rook use special time cycles to follow Maltruant into a literal race against time. They temporarily knock Maltruant outside of the time vortex, stranding him on Earth in the 1770s. Maltruant sends out a distress signal and is greeted by young Vilgax.
Oh, this is when fuck that American president guy, what was his name? The guy with the cherry tree. Fuck, whatever.
Who agrees to repair Maltruant's carriage in exchange for the Chronosapien time bomb. Ben and Rook arrive to battle them with George Washington. Vilgax is inspired to dedicate his life to obtaining the Omnitrix, and Maltruant makes his escape back into the vortex. They arrive at the beginning of time to find themselves face to face with a Contumalia ship, and are met by the three multiversal gods before them, who take the shape of your heart's desire so you can physically perceive their fifth-dimensional forms. Maltruant arrives not long after and activates his evil Annihilarg. Skurd forms the Celestial Blade to cut through the Contumelious chamber, but Ben has no choice but to dive in after the Annihilarg as a last-ditch effort to save the universe. Hope prevails, and using the power of all of his transformations, Ben contains the Big Bang and fires it into Maltruant, scattering his body.
He contains the Big Bang. He contains the Big Bang. Excuse me? What y'all mean he contains the Big Bang?
Prevails, and using the power of all of his transformations, Ben contains the Big Bang and fires it into Maltruant, scattering his body into pieces for Ben and Paradox to hide across the multiverse, with Maltruant destined to repeat his failure over and over again, trapped in an endless time loop. Ben says his goodbyes to Skurd, who wishes to join his ancestors in the development of life. The Contumelia are impressed by their observations, and invite Ben and Rook to stay and witness the true birth of their own reality. The Annihilarg is placed into the chamber and sent into the endless void. From there, the Universe Prime is born.
So it's what do you call those? It's same shit happens again and again and again. Is basically what happens, right? Like they fight that dude, they stop him, the universe is born, and again, and again, and again, and again. Jesus, I need to watch this. I'll be honest, this is actually fucking good. It's actually fucking good.
But the story doesn't have to end there. This entire video was made to guide you through Ben Prime's legacy as a testament to my passionate belief that Ben 10 has many more stories to tell, and I invite you to check out my own rendition of the series called 5 Years Later. 5YL is a crossover continuation of Ben 10, written and illustrated by myself, with additional artwork, design, and story input from fellow Ink Tank members OR Ash and Hershey.
Awesome.
Like Ben 10, it's gone through its own share of changes over the years, but many fans have agreed that our work was able to help bring back the magic of the original franchise, and I hope that our work can do for you what these shows have done for us.
Okay,
Thanks
I'll
for
check
watching.
it out.
You can stay up to
Seems
date with
fucking
everything
awesome.
going on my social medias and join the Discord to talk to other passionate fans. You can also get weekly updates on 5 Years Later on Patreon for only $1 a month. And don't forget to check out our second channel where we've been streaming 5 times a week. And as always, keep it fizzy.
Okay, what do y'all think about this? I'll be honest, this looks fucking awesome. I'll probably watch it. I'll probably start watching it later on today. I don't have anything else to do for the rest of the day, so I'll probably watch some Ben 10, watch some JoJo, and enjoy life. Anyway, see everybody. Like, comment, subscribe, and go check out the Ben 10 versus Green Lantern. How much do y'all want to bet that Green Lantern fucking wins that shit? And I get pissed. And those guys love pissing me off, so let's check it out. See everybody. Have a nice day.